Hey everyone, it's Jay here, and in this week we talk about relationships and how to have greater influence. Let me just start off by saying a massive thank you for all the people that have been commenting, been listening to the blog, been watching the videos, been following me on Instagram. Thank you so much. Every little comment, every repost, every share, it definitely means a lot to me, especially since I'm just a one-man show trying to make stuff happen. And this past week on the podcast, we had the epic conversation with Jason Gaynard. And if you guys have not checked that out, I really recommend that you do. Because in this conversation, he tells us the story of how he went from 22 times the national average income to $250,000 in debt. And then how he went from $250,000 in debt to having the right bets on relationships, on his network, on people around him, and how he turned that and got to his first mastermind talks. And mastermind talks is one of the most exclusive entrepreneurial events in the world, and it draws in people like Tim Ferriss, James Altinger, Guy Kawasaki, Mark Ecko, and the list really does go on. And what I got from catching up and learning from Jason was that your network is really your net worth. And it goes beyond the email marketing. If people are into email marketing, it goes beyond just the email lists and the email funnel and what have you, because the money is not in the list. The money is really in your relationships. So the money is in the relationships with the people in your network, people around you, your customers, your clients, however you want to classify them. Because if you really think about it, it's people that hire and fire you, right? It's people that you love or you hate, or love and hate to you. So how do we have greater influence in our network? How do we have that magnetism to draw these people in, to persuade them and sell them on our ideas? Not because it's a crazy idea or what have you, but how do we draw them in? And I think a lot of that influence really stems with owning our own story, with being honest and being authentic, being vulnerable with who we are, and coming to terms with our story and really, really embracing every aspect of ourselves. Because when people get a sense of who you are, they're not just, people are extremely intelligent. They have this great intuition of reading people. And if you don't own your story, if you have a little bit of unauthenticness about you, people are going to pick up on that, and it's going to start sending these red flags off in their minds. And so you have to own your story. It's about personal branding, but it's about self-awareness. It's about how well do you own your story, all your failures, all your successes, every up and down. And if you listen to Jason's interview, he's a guy who owns his story. And it's obviously really, great to listen to someone that, that has gone through the roller coaster of it all. And I really recommend that you guys check out that story. But this week, think about your own story. Write it out on a piece of paper. Get everything on there, because your story is your flaws. Your story is your vulnerability. Your story is you being authentic. And we need to learn to embrace that, to show our humanity, to show our flaws. And that's what this is all about. So that's how you influence others. That's how people buy into your story. And I hope you guys, come with me to California, enjoy the vlogs and the videos I'm going to do out there. And check out the podcast. And until next week, live with passion, live your dream, and live it now.